Another way in which we can reveal the 4 cards is to first ensure that our spectators are seated in a semicircular fashion. That is, to have spectators 1 and 2 situated to our left and spectators 3 and 4 situated towards our right. We will now reveal spectator number 1's card, the 8 of Hearts, in the traditional fashion. First by folding the right and left sections behind, top and bottom sections go in over, and then folding the inner corners out over like so. However, notice by doing so that the actual revelation is orientated in such a fashion it's easy for the spectator to read. To open the parchment, what we're actually going to do is begin by inserting the right hand fingers underneath the number 8, clipping a hold of the parchment itself, and using the left hand fingers to assist in the unfolding. By doing so, it will appear that nothing's happened. However, notice that we're now prepped and ready to reveal the 3 of Diamonds, spectator number 2's card. So this happens in exactly the same fashion. Right and left sections get folded behind, top and bottom sections get folded to the front, inner sections get folded out over, and once again the 3 of Diamonds is now orientated in the correct fashion to be read by spectator number 2. We will now open up the parchment in exactly the same way. Fingers go underneath the number, clip a hold of it, left hand fingers open up the parchment like so. Now bear in mind, using the Chaos Force, these 2 cards are normally face down. So the spectator number 3 will now wave their card over the parchment, and we're now ready to reveal it after using a little time misdirection, because rather than folding the left and right hand portions in over first, instead we are now going to fold the top and bottom sections in over. So the top and bottom sections get folded in over and behind. The left and right sections now get folded towards the front, and now when we open up we can reveal the King of Spades. But once again, notice how the writing on the parchment is orientated so that it's easy for the spectator to read. So they can now turn over their card and reveal, of course, that the King of Spades is indeed the card that they selected. We will now open up the parchment. And this time what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn the parchment over. But we're actually going to do this by moving the bottom of the parchment to the top, just like so. And we will repeat that action 3 times. This is just simply to confuse the spectator how many times the parchment has been turned. So just by doing this, as we're commenting, we have 1 more card to reveal. We've now set this ready to reveal the 9 of Clubs. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to reveal this card rather than this card. And once again, the way to do this is rather than actually folding in the left and right hand sections first, we're instead going to fold the top and bottom sections in over and behind. The right and left sections get folded in front, and we can now open up these inner corners to reveal, in this case, the 9 of Clubs being the last spectator's card, just like that.